Hey guys, what's up? It's Megalith and I'm here to do my top 15 of 2011 video. Before I start this off, check out yearandsuffering.blogspot.com. It is my text-only review and update blog. I've been inactive on YouTube due to my college schedule, so from that has spawned my text blog where I post my reviews and my pickups all in text format, but I will be working on videos to accompany those reviews right now, but in the future, but on the meantime right now, check that out because I'm going to be doing some press and promotional work with Give Praise Records, and I'm going to be posting videos to coincide with that, along with text posts that are going to be much more comprehensive. So check out my Year in Suffering blog. Link will be in the drop box because I'll be keeping my YouTube channel updated, but I do a lot of text work because I enjoy writing articles more than do filming videos. So check it out. There's a lot of different reviews on there that have not been seen by anyone else unless you've been following me when I posted links beforehand, but if not, here's your chance now. So check that out. And the reason I did my top 15 video, having it be 15 instead of 10 or 20, is because I couldn't decide on 10, and 20 is a bit much, so I did 15. I'm going to try to roll through these fairly briefly just because a lot of these videos are going to be posted in the upcoming days or weeks, and I don't necessarily want to be another boring video that'll just kind of fall back, not be enjoyable, so I want to keep it as brief as possible. And if you have any of the similar artists, please feel free to tell me. It'd be awesome to see what everyone else thought. Number 15 on my list is Ash Borer, self-titled. Ash Borer is an atmospheric black metal band, and the self-titled release is really incredible. Truly amazing stuff. If you're a fan of atmospheric black metal, even Cascadian black metal, I highly recommend this because it floats a lot of different boats. 14, Disma, Towards the Megalith. Disma is a death doom band, but I feel that they play with a very funeral doomish style or sound or production-wise. Very atmospheric, very deep. Just sounds very much as if you're in a dungeon, and it's definitely a very powerful release. If you're a fan of death doom and you haven't heard this new Disma record, I highly advise jumping on it, and if you have, I'm sure it's going to appear on many top 10, 15, 20 lists. So Disma, Towards the Megalith, number 14. 13, Midnight, Satanic Loyalty. I saw Midnight about 2 years back at a DIY space, and they were incredible. And Satanic Loyalty, the 2011 output, definitely is a continuation of what I had seen at the space 2 years ago. Just an incredible black and roll style, very Venom-esque. So if you're a fan of Venom or bands along that style, you'll definitely enjoy Midnight. Satanic Loyalty will be on a lot of top 10, 15, 20 lists as well, I'm sure. So they took the 13th spot for me. 12 is Lost, Despond. Lost is a funeral doom band, and Despond is an incredibly, incredibly heavy experience, I would like to say. Very minimalistic, yet very, very, very powerful at the same time. Just no bullshit funeral doom, and it's incredibly depressing, incredibly surreal in a very, very sad sense, and it's enjoyable in every aspect. Number 11, Abnormity, Irreversible, Disintegration. Abnormity is a band that plays brutal death metal / slam death metal, and they're from Russia, and Russia has kind of a hit or miss reputation when it comes to that genre. I'm not a huge fan of the Wigger slam stuff, so I'm not necessarily a big Russian fan in that regard, but there are a lot of great bands from there, like Abominable Putridity, bands like that do the brutal death metal style right. And Abnormity is a band where they debuted this year with Irreversible Disintegration, and it sent a shockwave through the entire brutal death metal / slam death metal scene. Definitely a force to be reckoned with. This is a band where if you're very keen on what you are, very particular to what you listen to in that genre, check out this Abnormity record because it is brutal death metal done right and slam done right. So, number 10, Death Grips, Exmilitary. Death Grips is kind of an avant-garde hip-hop project with the drummer Zach Hill from Hella involved. It's not hip-hop in that new wave, Odd Future, Wolf, fuck shit thing, whatever it is. Not bad. It's not all about hype and swag and all that crap, but it's really, really, really interesting stuff. It's kind of hard to explain. It's very abrasive, noisy, rambunctious, just layered beats with very, very, very angry vocals over top. It's almost like a hardcore intensity, but it's very, very interesting. It's grown on me a lot. When I first heard it, I didn't enjoy it, but now I love it. Number 9, Wormrot's Dirge. Probably all my viewers are familiar with Wormrot and the Abuse record that dropped, I think 1 or 2 years back, so Dirge is not a surprise that it's going to be on a lot of top 10 lists this year. Power balance, grind combination done right once again. Highly recommend Wormrot. They're out of this world. They're super fast, super tight and precise, and just a really enjoyable power balance band. I'm excited to see what's going to come out of them in the future. 8, Gridlink Orphan. I'm a huge Discordance Axis fan. I'm a big Gridlink fan, mainly because of John Ching. Orphan is a continuation of the Amber Gray release, and it's incredible. Once again, technical, catchy, weird, eerie grindcore. You just can't get enough of Gridlink, I guess, and that's why it's number 8. Number 7, Weekend Nachos Worthless. There are a lot of mixed opinions on the Worthless release because of just kind of the style that Weekend Nachos is playing now. Their earlier stuff was much more power balance grind influence, and their newer stuff's been much more hardcore, besides the Bleed EP, which was 2 sludge tracks. But I really enjoyed Worthless. John Hoffman's a great guy, and the Weekend Nachos guys are great, and Worthless is definitely a very worthwhile release to listen to. And I highly recommend it for anyone interested. They've ripped power balance a new asshole a couple years back, and now they're really testing their prowess on hardcore. So Weekend Nachos Worthless for number 7. 6 is Visceral Disgorge Ingesting Putridity. Visceral Disgorge are another brutal death metal, slam death metal band that hit that scene and completely changed the way people viewed it, I guess. I ended up seeing them at the Severed Records Festival, and they were incredible. Super awesome guys, and Ingesting Putridity is a really, really, really good release. And once again, anyone that's interested in brutal death metal or slam, check it out. It's perfect. Pretty much the best 2011 brutal death metal release for sure. 5 is Keralis Diotama. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. Keralis is a Cascadian black metal band in the vein of kind of like a Weakling, Wolves in the Throne Room type thing, but this release was once again awesome. That's why I took the number 5 spot. Super, super good, super atmospheric, and just left a really good impression on me. If you're interested in black metal or atmospheric black metal, kind of along even the lines of Ash Borer or Fell Voices, check out Keralis. Really, really good stuff. 4 is Owen Hart's Earth Control. Owen Hart is a technical death metal / grindcore band. It's really hard to say what they are. They just recently changed their name to Earth Control due to a lawsuit with the WWE and their name, because Owen Hart is the name of the deceased wrestler who died during a stunt. But regardless, Owen Hart's Earth Control was incredible. It's a very technical outlook. It's just a technical grind / death metal release. It's hard to describe what this is, but it's just a great conglomeration of awesome genres, and they're awesome musicians, and Earth Control is incredible. I know Owen Hart was featured on This Count Kills Fascists, and when I first heard them on there, I was impressed, and this release was incredible, so check that out. 3, Noisier, Subvert the Dominant Paradigm. I actually own that. The best grind release of 2011, technical grindcore. Probably my favorite album artwork of 2011 as well. Just super incredible stuff. Really, really, really tight band, and just another debut band. They were on This Count Kills Fascists, and I really enjoyed them, and this release is out of this world. Takes my number 3 spot for sure. Just abrasive, technical, and constantly leaving my head spinning, and I listen to it almost daily. So Noisier, Subvert the Dominant Paradigm for number 3. Number 2 is Subrosa, No Help for the Mighty Ones. Subrosa is a band this is their second release. Their first release, Strega, was really impressive, and No Help for the Mighty Ones is really, really interesting sludge mixed with doom. There's violinists, female vocalists, at times harsh black metal vocals, but just a really atmospheric, almost folk-esque release, and it's one of the best of 2011, my number 2 for sure. I listen to it daily as well. I think it's going to go under the radar in a lot of people's top 10, 15, 20s or whatever, but highly recommend them if you're really into different sludge and doom. It's really beautiful stuff. It's all I can really say about it. I'm trying to find the double LP, but it's incredibly expensive, but it might be worth the money. It is worth the money. And my number 1 is probably from one of my new favorite bands, if not, it will be for a while, at least my favorite album of 2011, and one of my favorites of all time, 40 Watt Sun, The Inside Room. My girlfriend was lovely enough to get me the double LP with an etching on continuation of the birds on the artwork, etching on the back of the second record. I thank her so much for that. This is my favorite release, one of my favorite releases ever, one of my favorite bands ever, and easily of 2011. Just incredibly moving doom. If you're familiar with Warning or Patrick Walker, then you know what 40 Watt Sun is. 40 Watt Sun I consider the continuation of Patrick Walker's creative musical imagination. He wrote and composed all 6 tracks, and it's just very minimalistic, very stripped down, very atmospheric, almost cascading sounding doom. Just it's very poetic, very beautiful, and words can't describe how I feel about this release. It's my favorite 2011, one of my favorites of all time, and I don't know if it's going to be on many other people's top 10 lists, but it's #1 on my 15, so check out 40 Watt Sun, The Inside Room. The best of 2011 in my opinion. So that was my top 15 in 2011 video, guys. Hope I didn't bore you too much. I hope that you enjoyed it. All the bands in the video plus honorable mentions will be listed in the drop down. And check out my blog, yearandsuffering.blogspot.com, for more updates. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you guys soon.